That's a good one. Is he did not draw wolf this turn? Although, actually, if I draw wolf this turn, I can wolf and then Moon Knight activate wolf with Proxima? Talk to Cassandra over here too. Ooh, I'm gonna take priority in the center here. Or take priority, I mean, take the lead so we get an energy. Holy! Wowza! Calling the person I'm playing against a bot is not a joke. It's insulting. If your jokes aren't just supposed to be rude like that. Nobody here is laughing. Gosh, our hand was so good too. With a stupid Starlit Citadel rickety bridge makes it extra freaking awkward. Okay, so this is guaranteed not to be rickety bridge. Days like today in chat remind me that my coworkers aren't all bad. Oh, man. Takers, thank you for the prime, appreciate it. They took priority, so I don't have to worry about Killmonger. think we're dead. And you know what's funny? I'd have actually won with the Red Guardian left, yeah? If I played the Red Guardian left, I would be 17 and they would be minus, this was 13 plus, they'd be minus 15. So I'd have been 17 to 15 and 13 to 10 if I'd have played the Red Guardian here. I think it's really frustrating that Marvel Snap is over 2 years old and I still have to manually track my opponent's null and death with a pen and paper somewhere. There should 100% be somewhere in the client that I can click and see this is the total number of cards that were destroyed in a given game. This was the total power of cards that were destroyed in a given game. And it should just always be there all of the time. The Snap client is really bad about giving you derived information like it should. With discarded cards. Yeah, in general, the client should show you cards, like, show you cards that you know are deterministically in their hand, like when a Kitty Pride pulls back, or like an Apocalypse was discarded, or a Red Guardian, stuff like that. I'm gonna take the 50-50 to try and tag this Mobius here, I think. So stature could be cheap. He fetched a rock. Yeah, Fenris Wolf has honestly been a lot less exciting than I was hoping it was gonna be. Yeah, I know their thing's gonna get buffed in DC. Or we're very dead. Oh, I almost played the demon out too. Sure.
Escaped.
Bad timing with the suitor decks falling by the wayside. I mean, the suitor decks were all playing Arbor and Cosmo anyways, so I don't really know that that's a good take. Fenris Wolf feels bad because nobody's going to play Big Boys the day he's out. I don't know. Like, Shank's been kind of only okay for a little bit, right? Order looks good on him. Is it just me, or the last 2 months of new cards felt bad? No, it's not you at all. Part of the Marvel Snap bug. For as much as people complain about constant power creep and pushed cards, we've had way more misses than hits in recent memory. And it's been a marked part of what has made things feel kinda to me. Am I turning this into a 6 power thing? Yeah, I think so. Was the wolf mid? I don't know. It just came out. So far, I've been a little whelmed though. Oh, they have our stature from White Palace. They sure do. Oh, and I got punished for playing the Moon Knight when I did. Rip. Yeah, I think that's a good take. That's about what I'm feeling on the wolf right now. It feels like it's probably more of a tech card than anything. Maybe we can get second dinner to rebuff Hela to make Fenris feel better. What? I'm gonna need you to slow your roll there, bud. I guess we'll limp in. Well, that's the best Fenris wolf we've seen so far. Whoa, doggy. A decent piece of Thor art. One more for the pile. My 800th Thor variant. Well, I don't have a single Nocturne one. Sedge. Like, Fenris in my discard deck is tech. Do you have room for that in the discard deck? The discard deck usually feels like it's tight on slots to me. Dan Hip Nocturne coming out soon. I'm really, Dan Hips just doesn't do it for me. Some of his stuff is okay, but I really don't like the Nocturne. 5 unbid requests. Chat's been on one today. It's been scuffed to say the least. Does Fenris revive Yondu targets? Yep. can't play the game because of Hellfire Club, right? Thanks, I think. Wait forever. Managed to overcome the awkward locations. You'll note that I don't often play Spider-Ham early. One of the reasons for this is your opponent's key cards that they want to be holding for later in the game, like a Modok, for example, are more likely to move to the left of their hand the longer you wait to play it. And you could often fit a card like this in on turn 4 alongside a 3 energy card in a deck like this. It's also worth noting that sitting on the Spider-Ham has value should you draw Nico Binaru and hit like the Demon mode or the Destroy Draw mode. Gear feels a little bad. Activate, so clunky. I think it's just this. Not really excited about it though.
Doom rules all.
I was like, how did they Doctor Doom? There's a Titan in play. Good. Looks like we're good.
Victory.
Fenris should have been on reveal. It feels bad as activate. It's just different. Like, there's definitely something to be said for being able to play Fenris on curve early. Like, there's value in that. To set a low bar, it definitely feels better with Moon Knight than some of the other ways trying to destroy things. Is Annie worth the pull or not? I think Annihilus is a really reasonable type of card to spend resources getting. It's what I would refer to as an archetype-defining card, which means you can't play Annihilus decks without Annihilus. And if you're interested in Wolf as well, it seems like a solid week. It's a very unique effect. Alright, we need either Ham or Red Guardian or Luke Cage to have a shot here, most likely. We'll have to make a point to play some Annihilus this week. I think that card is better than its play rate implies, and it's pretty reasonable overall. Not quite another sub collection level 1000 opponent, but real close. Oh, come on! Rude. He's gonna get to kick the freaking thing across over here. Wait, so if I Fenris Wolf, it's gonna bring back... No, wait, this is crazy. If I Fenris Wolf, it brings back Hela, which puts Viper in the center. And then which puts Hood in the center, and then I can Viper it across. No, we cooked. Because they gave us a Hela.
Minions to me.
Actually just insane genius. My brain is huge. Thank you, Valentina.
Victory.
Now we can say the wolf did something, chat. That's the best one. Until that's gonna be a tough bar to top. Finally, the broken new card Reddit wrote about. I know I shouldn't have been, but I was honestly astonished at how many times I had people leave comments on my most recent stat video talking about the economy issues, telling me that the problem with the economy is they constantly print pushed cards. Like I'm actually just shocked how many people think that. Can look at our last 2 months of release and be like, yeah, the problem is they're all busted. Oh, if this deck is good, but this type of deck puts a smile on my face, which is all you could really ask for. Hood or not to Hood? That is the question. Sad if I draw Nico, happy if I draw Viper. They're Thanos Erishim, by the way. So Cassandra Nova is massive. I'm actually gonna save her for the last turn, probably, right? We'll try and Nocturne and get rid of Titan here for free. I'm gonna mute them because they're playing the toxic deck, but I think I'm gonna stay. Our start's pretty okay here. If we find a Viper and we tag this Titan, we're in a pretty good to go position. Yeah, that's sad. I guess it makes us more likely to draw Viper. Choosing violence on this day of days is unfortunate. Oh gosh, if we could grab priority. Oh, we're not gonna get priority, damn it. You're late, Viper. You're late, Viper. So they only stay if they can beat +10 over here, and they're gonna lose to +23. We can Viper into Fenris. I think that's unfortunately worse than just playing Cassandra Nova, because we don't have priority, right? Their deck has 23 cards in it, chat.
Victory.
They stayed with that. They were beating the Goliath they knew was there. The Fenris Wolf kind of won that game if I squint, right? I can pretend. I can pretend that game kind of got won by Fenris Wolf. They stayed because of the face-up Fenris Wolf information. I'm down to pretend. We got it, okay? I just let me feel good about it. Let me feel good about it. Who's a good doggo, 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 doggo? Who's a good doggo, 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 doggo? I think you're supposed to snap them here for reference because the Wicked deck missed their turn 2 play, but we're not snapping, so I want to play games. You just Black Bolt me? What a gamer. Give me something fat for this wolf to get back, huh? Big and new. That was the Goliath, yep. It's early, but it's definitely feeling like Moon Knight's the best thing to be doing with Wolf.
Victory.
I think if we're gonna explore other Wolf decks, Moon Knight feels like the best enabler by a lot. Trying to blow stuff up is clunky. The key was clearly Spider-Man 2099. Something like that. Samurai. Samurai discards the lowest power card in each player's hand, gamers. Is Thanos Airship a real deck? The stats on it are very reasonable. Red Guardian. Red Guardian! Alright, well he's got lots of lovely ladies to eat here. Am I supposed to do this one instead now? Nah, I think I'm supposed to do this, right? Man, that's close. That's so close. I think it's this. This might be wrong. And again, just really not having board space for the Fenris Wolf here, right? This has felt like a consistent problem. Is not having board space. I'd also like the record to reflect that I cut Shadow King from this deck list in order to play the Wolf. So we need to leave here. Because you can't really afford to play a ton of even costed things. Previously I had Shadow King in that slot. Cardboard Tech, thank you for the 4.5 years. Welcome back. They couldn't snap before they free-good their deck. Well, that would be a good place. They weren't allowed to make it. Definitely no shortage of new players in Infinite. This is the type of person that Marvel Snap's current economic model is failing the most. There's no clear avenue, spending money or otherwise, for this person to make it, for this person to get to a spot where they can be competitive against the types of things my deck is doing. Like this. Might be like this. Yeah, we look. There's some collection level 500. A Killmonger might still get us, though, honestly. I agree, but I'm not sure what the solution is. Thankfully, it's not my job to figure it out. I agree there's not a great, clean answer, though.
Victory.
It probably involves doing something along the lines of giving packs of specific cards at certain intervals or your choice of them. Like imagine if like you hit series. It's not a bot. If you thought my last opponent is a bot, it's one of the many reasons you suck at climbing in Marvel Snap, because you can't identify a bot. There are no bots post-infinite. That is a player who's likely much better than you at the game, and that's why they're infinite at a low collection level. Yeah, like imagine if at certain collection levels, you got to like take your pick from like a selection of 4 or 5 groups of 3 to 4 cards, for example. Could be an okay way to do it. And then, like, when you're a returning player, you could, like, pick from them as well. I don't know. Something like that. A way to get you directly into the better cards. Oh, come on! Come on! You put my freaking... Put my freaking Proxima into play and then Moon Knight me? First off, how dare you? I agree that most people are bad at identifying bots, but I also think a small number of bots naturally at infinite, so it's not impossible. Well, it is impossible because thinking is not your strong suit here, it would seem. So you need to understand that when we talk about bots in infinite, we are not referring to humans running bots. We are referring to bots that are put into the game by Second Dinner that have the express purpose of making it so it's easier to get to infinite for people. So it's not like people are farming bot accounts at their home and they're going to incidentally get to infinite and keep farming the bots inside of infinite. That's not what we mean when we're talking about bots.
I found the rock.
Fenris wolf. What did I discard? I discarded a wolf. All right, so this is probably good. Today is certainly drop day. It definitely is. I am vocally critical when I think being vocally critical is warranted. So I think it's good to give thumbs up when thumbs up are due. I think the last OTA really put Marvel Snap into a reasonable spot. I think the notable thing that pulling Agent Venom down did is it doesn't feel like, I don't feel obligated to shove a bunch of tech cards into every deck that I play to be competitive. These kind of mid-sized decks that put out reasonable numbers and have some utility or proactive disruption feel very competitive and not embarrassing. Airship still makes me heave a giant heavy sigh because I just don't like the design or the experience of playing against it, but it hasn't been that popular. And all of my non-Airship games have felt pretty reasonable. More location variance gotchas than anything. The actual gameplay decks are generating right now feels really solid. Speaking of things that are really solid, chat, running adverts during organic downtime break is one of the things we always try to do as a solid to everybody at home. So let's go ahead and take a brief pause for the cause. We're gonna play some more Wolf with Moon Knight when we return. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. On the ladder, Airship doesn't seem popular, but in Conquest, it's one of the only things I encounter. Yes, and a big part of why I moved from playing Conquest to playing the ladder is there is significantly more Airship in Conquest. I don't know why exactly, but that's the case. So I am playing the ladder so we can both retreat against them and play into them less frequently. See you in 120 seconds, gamers. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, subs. BRB. A long stream today, gamers. I think we need to do some afternoon pedaling. On normal days, I exercise extra after I sign off. On long stream days, that means we gotta get extra in while we're live. Cordova, thank you for the 20 months. Appreciate it. I think the reason why Airship is popular in Conquest is the easiest way to clear Alliance missions. It's more popular inside of Gold, too, in my anecdotal experience, though. I would imagine there's less people just, like, clearing Alliance missions up that high. I just play whatever a ticket I have. Gold tickets are free. Yeah, it's probably a good take. Red Engineer, thanks for the 5 months. Stiggy, thanks for the 55 months. Nothing like adverts to remind me to resub. Godspeed. I think I want a Cassandra here, so I'm gonna Viper this turn, even though it means the Cassandra ends up one smaller. Oh, that's sad. I'll do this to give myself some utility here. Might be nice to get rid of the machine world next turn. I'd kind of like to draw wolf so we can Moon Knight plus wolf next turn. Losing stature means I don't have a great draw next turn. Do I... Is it ever this? And then next turn I like Moon Knight with the Proxima as a surprise? The TVA doesn't do anything here. Noteworthy. Oh, I forgot about Grapple Arrow. Gives me +9 in the middle. And it means if they play anything right, I win the right. No, I want their Titania to jump across if they play right. Oh, I could play the pig over there with the Nico mode. No, I don't think that works. But and still, that would send it back if they play a card here. I think it's this, because this plays pretty solidly for left and center, and then if they play right, they lose the right. Oh my gosh, seriously? Insert generic comment about at least I didn't lose a Pokemon coin flip here. I think that's the #1 thing playing Pocket has taught me is how bad humans are at identifying flip situations in these other games. There's so many of those on turn 6 of Snap. You're just like, yep. Won that. There wasn't a literal coin on the screen, but it was certainly a 50-50. Oh, did the Nocturne not matter? No, the Nocturne mattered. If the Nocturne went right, I won the right. I would have been up 3 over there, and I was winning left. Regular Thanos, not what's his name, Thanos at least. Netting Shang-Chi too much. I don't think I want Shang-Chi in my Moon Knight deck. It's also a card you just can't play out proactively, which doesn't feel great. think ideally I want to set up to be able to beat a Shadow King on the right. We'll get another demon here. Ooh, we have Moon Knight plus Fenris here as well. Hopefully these are just stones. They should both be ones, yeah? So we do this, which puts my Proxima Midnight in the middle and bids something for Fenris Wolf to bring back next turn. And their Thanos was pigged, so it could be a 10 power Thanos here. Proxima always jumps the lowest power location, so she's predictable. We took their Scar away. That wasn't gonna get cheaper anyways, I suppose. They Shadow King here. They'll be at 14, and I'll be at more than that.
Victory.
Probably winning that anyways, but Wolf looking like an impressive amount of stats for a 2 energy card there. It'd be a 211 for us. Moon Knight definitely looking like the MVP Wolf enabler so far.
Legendary.
Lee? Shocked if they can contest Demon into cast into Red Guardian Demon. Plays around random plog stuff. It gives us a bunch of stats. Before anybody suggests it, the Red Guardians do not hit different thetas. The first Red Guardian hits one at random, and then the subsequent ones all hit the same one because they have the lowest power. I think it's this if we stay. But it is just kind of a flip as to where they play their points, right? Because if they have like a 3-power Iron Man here, I need to play Hulk middle to get him. Yeah. Play your coin flip animation here, gamers.
I am Iron Man.
And then they had 0 energy Iron Man, which we could have 0 power Iron Man, which we could have played around, I guess, but we also would have lost to their great, what's it called thing if I had played differently? We knew they didn't have 3-power Iron Man because their hand was only the Rift card after we Black Bolted them. Oh, that's a good read. You're right. But I still have to play around the 10-power thing out of the Rift, right? So my play stays the same? I think knowing that they only have a top deck makes my line correct, yeah? I can't Viper middle because she'll pass something over. It's a do nothing turn. It feels like a do nothing turn. So I have an absorbing man on demand. This? What do we think? I think I'm into it. Not Sage. It could be right to hold it for Sage. I don't know. They're Silver Surfer. Yep. Okay, but this is fine. I could do this, and then we can copy Sage next turn. Nico is very good, yeah. Are they Fenris Surfer? It looks like it. Play Stature in case we draw Black Bolt for more stats. I'm getting a Sage back to my hand, so my play next turn is Sage plus Stature plus Demons.
Victory.
If Nova's text said, or when discarded would it be too cracked, it'd be pretty good. Again, not playing either of our ones here, because if Nico rolls destroy mode or demon mode, I want to use that with the hood. Fenris doesn't bring back things like Apocalypse. Accurate. He will bring back a Swarm, though, because Swarm is discarded and then creates new copies of itself, is a noteworthy technicality here. First time seeing Cancun. Confirmed not Ted Cruz in chat. Probably done. Probably done.
Escape.
Yeah, some type of discard streamer deck, maybe? That's cute. Has a few ways to leverage Fenris. Hey, Jado, glad you enjoyed the snap video. In true YouTube fashion, that video is the lowest effort video I've published on my YouTube channel this year, and it will likely be the most viewed video the channel has this year by a significant margin. Black Bolt's kind of fun into Raft. It takes theirs away.
Victory.
Yeah, the framing and the topic of the video are definitely part of why it had more reach. I will just say it was a little eye-roll inducing. The video has had a number of comments from people who were like, I really liked your tone and your line of thinking here, and I've literally never seen your content on this platform, and I watch Snap stuff all the time. Just like fully hammering home how much the YouTube algorithm buries my typical stuff on there. from people that would actually like the way I present things. This is the best Fenris deck so far. Moon Knight's felt the cleanest for sure.
Wakanda forever.
I played a ton of Runeterra since launch and watched a ton of YouTube, and I never once saw your stuff there. Yeah, fun fact, I made Runeterra content as my full-time game of choice for, gosh, almost 6 months? Almost 6 months. It was a long while. I do this, and then next turn we Viper plus Stature plus like a Wolf or a 1-drop. You know how you compare to other snap creators on YouTube based on views? You'd be top 3, 5, etc. Probably top 10. I don't know offhand. We looked at some of the bigger ones earlier today. We were talking about it. Regis is the biggest creator for Snap on YouTube by a wide margin. They do like 2.5 to 4 million views per month. And then Cozy and Alex both do like 500,000 to 1 million. And then like in comparison, my Jeff Hoagland channel, daily decks and live streams, they do like 300,000 to 400,000 a month, and my edited channel does like 100,000 to 300,000 a month. So like the two of them combined are comparable to like Cozy, but far and away. Dexter's Snap YouTube channel actually pitched off a cliff. His was very similar to mine in that he was doing millions of views a month for a while, and then his metrics are absolute hot dog water over there now. Snap content in general fell off pretty hard on the YouTube side. To highlight what I mean. Here's a graph that says total video views weekly on Dexter's channel. This is almost comparable. This is pretty comparable to one of my two channels. There's where is it? So he was doing 1.5 million views a month in January, and then he did, last month was good for him. He did 400,000, but it was down. Some of these are like sub 200,000, and he peaked at like 4 or 5 million for a few months. And then like my edited channel, again, this isn't anything specific to him. Like my edited channel had peaks and fall offs too. So like this is my Hoaglandia Snap channel. I didn't peak quite as high as his. I did 2.5, and then I had a bunch of 2 millions and 1.5 million. And then we're down under 1 million. And then we've been floating in the 2 to 300 range for a while. It's because of Pocket. No, this long predates Pocket, chat. This is like months worth of data. I think Cozy's been pretty consistent. He's down, but not nearly as much. So he's done almost 1 million for the last 30 days. But like his peaks were up above 2 million for a long time. And you can see here, end of 23, we start dropping down into the million range, and right around there, up and down around there. Why does that graph go down? Some of the graphs are total subscribers, and it's possible for your subscriber count to go down in a month when you lose more subscribers than you gain. Any speculation that I actually posted a video over the weekend, which is why we were talking about this, with the fairly clickbaity title of why I'd leave Marvel Snap. And it's a 15-ish minute ramble on my Hoglandia Snap channel, talking about the struggle and why I think Snap is structured in a way that's bad for content creators long term in a unique way. Yeah, be sure to check it out. I think Snap is structured in a way that makes it inherently harder for the game for content creators longer term compared to other similar games like Hearthstone and Pocket and Magic, etc. That video had a very good reception, and not just from other creators. I actually shared it in one of my Second Dinner chats, and Second Dinner was receptive and responsive to it as well. That's noteworthy. Man, I want to 8-power Nico, but I also kind of want to just be resource efficient and slam Cassandra over here. Thank you for being brave and putting it out there. For what it's worth, I don't think putting that video out there is particularly brave. I wouldn't classify it as. Maybe if I was making it about Wizards of the Coast, they're a very vindictive company. But like I talked about in there, Second Dinner has genuinely been one of the best game companies I've ever worked with in my decade in the industry. And it's very clear to me that they are not vindictive or not going to be like, fuck this guy, he said we have a problem. They are very, very reasonable and receptive to reasonable feedback like that video. And for people that aren't familiar with Wizards of the Coast, by the way, I had a meeting with someone at Wizards of the Coast at some point, and to give you a direct quote, they told me, and I quote now, "The feedback you provide makes you a liability to work with." Just as a barometer / comparison of what the range of working with other companies can be like. Which, again, to anybody that's experienced Wizards of the Coast stuff before, you're probably not super surprised by hearing that, but it's also a pretty LOL type moment. The Gladiator Symbiote Spider-Man Gladiator's a tough one to swallow here. I'm not rug pulling because we're probably dead. I just want to see how this Moon Knight works out. Maybe we've got a shot. So their Killmonger's gone. Fenris Wolf is over there. I actually don't want a Fenris Wolf. Second Dinner won't send the Pinkertons to your home. True. True. Wait. What if I reanimated this? We clear the ones with the Killmonger, and then we Red Guardian the Null. This never works, yes? For 1 coin, it sounds like content. 1 cube. Oh, it's a coin flip here. Yeah, it could be. You're right. Alright, let's flip it. No! No! My wolf pup! No! Why? Why? Why would they kick my dog? What a fucking monster. Absolutely monstrous behavior. It would have worked too, yeah. We don't want the game. That activate keyword. It's a tough nut. Rewarded for holding the ham here. It ate the icebox nice and clean for us. Yeah, probably something mirror adjacent. Not an exact one, but same idea. We'll look for one here. Classic endgame coin flip Marvel Snap. Oh, do they not have the Viper? I assumed they had the Viper, and we were losing that and flipping for the other two. No, if they don't have the Viper, we're good every time. Just didn't play for the left, assuming we either win it by a lot or get torched. Alright, let's get like one more good one in with this. We'll do a wrap up, we'll take an ad break, and then we'll look at some untapped stats. We'll be rocking here for a little while yet. Thanos gaming here from our opponent. Soon. Thanks for the prime. Is 100 USD for Meek and 10,000. You say collector's boosters. I assume you mean collector's tokens. If you want Meek, that's an okay price. I'm not gonna tell you it's good because it's a lot of money. That's okay. The absolute best rate is you could get, what's it called? You could get, let's do this here actually because of New York. You can get 6,000 collector's tokens for 50 USD periodically. But if you wanted Meek, that's like getting 3,000 tokens. So it'd be like 13,000 tokens for 100 USD, which is slightly better than 6,000 for 50. Time Stone actually means that I can't Moon Knight the Thanos here. Thanks for the content over the years. Finally freed up my Prime sub. Oh, Hassan's not running ads because he got hit by the... That's interesting. Thanks for dropping your primer off this way. I heard they tagged the ad revenue on political streamers really hard. That's wild that he went to none. Nipples of Aquaman, thank you for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. How am I enjoying Fenris so far? I mean, he slots well into this deck, which is a deck I enjoy. Why do they tag political streamers? I assume it's because advertisers just don't want their ads on things that are inherently political, Socio. Would be my best guess. But it applies specifically to people where the political content is the focus of their content. You could still throw around and talk about things that are politics without getting hit. Do you mind sharing your model of standing bike chair you're using? I'm looking for one myself. So my sponsor, FlexiSpot, I've been mentioning this most of the week, is going to be having an end of the month sale starting on the 21st. So if you're in the market, check them out. I love my stuff from them. But if you would like to do me a small flavor and wait a couple of days, I'll have a new affiliate link for them. We'll be running a new promo for their end of November sale. Let's clear that out, I think, yeah. Think I'm vibing on this for a turn. Am I? I guess I'm playing Black Bolt next turn, probably. So let's play this out now. The demon for the last turn. You're late, Wolfie boy. Activate not working on the last turn is so sad. I have the tools to play for all three here, though, so. My daughter works in advertising, and she has to watch hours of streamers' content to make sure they don't touch anything remotely political before they work with them. That's so amusing. Oh, I forgot Nocturne was gonna get smaller. I think my play's still fine, though. So I had an okay run with this deck. My average or total net cubes are always really low because I never snap because I want to see games play out, but we won 60% of it. Could have been worse. I've played variations of this deck in the past, and I think it's a really solid core. I think the proactive disruption is super duper reasonable. Fenris Wolf felt like a genuinely solid addition here. Previously, I played Shadow King in that slot, and being able to play the 2-drop out proactively felt pretty clean. Moon Knights definitely felt like the best way to enable the Wolf that I've played so far. It's been clunkier in builds where you're trying to do things like Shadow King or Destroy and other means so far. It is very funny against Hela. And the rest of the deck's just like solid stats. Moon Knight, Proxima, Viper Hood, Stature, etc. all lines up really reasonably. I think Gladiator is a good replacement for Red Guardian, Cassandra Doctrine. I would not put Gladiator in a deck without Shang, and I don't think I want Shang in here. That seems very reasonable.